What up, everyone? Starting the MICOOP Event 14 $200 Super Tuesday. Starting in 1 minute. Check out my table. Whew. All right. So last night had a nice little chat with some poker buddies. Talked strategy for a couple hours. Went through a lot of the hands that I marked for review that I felt like I played bad. And a couple like big things that we talked about, more concepts for me to get into my head is obviously deeper stacked versus shorter stacked, you know, deeper into the tournament when you only have, you know, 10 to 15 big blinds. That's in my head, that's when you start shoving all in. And I was talking to my buddies and they're like, actually, like 20 to 30 is when your stack gets short, and you can actually start shoving, like 3-bet shoving a lot. So I'm curious if I can see if I implement that a little bit more, and start to understand some of those hand ranges that you're shoving with, like 3-bet shoving ranges, basically. And then the other thing that was kind of newer to me was playing a lot wider range, defending the big blind. But then there were like at least 3-4 hands that I had, you know, absolutely nothing. And turned my hand into a bluff, you know, because I'm calling with a wider range on the button or the big blind. You're not hitting as many hands, obviously. So I ended up, you know, going check or something like that. I'm like, all right, he only checked, he didn't see bet, so I ended up like firing the turn and then you know, bluffing big on the river or something. So I lost a lot of money whenever I was on the big blind. So I want to focus on that a little bit more. So gonna try to keep paying attention to just, you know, little mistakes here and there. And that's how you win tournaments. Play good, run good. And the person that makes least mistakes, you know, has a good shot of winning. So, all right, let's get started. And by get started, I mean I'm gonna shut up and play poker. Try to pay attention here. I got Power Rangers at my table. He took down one of the first main events on, I think it was Saturday. He took that down, won like $12,000. So this Power Rangers guy is definitely gonna be somebody to keep an eye on. I don't think I've ever played with him though. Maximum pressure. All in already. Good luck tonight from the Dublistic. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you as well if you're playing. Well, as we just talked about, not bluffing when you're on the big blind. I mean, that's slightly different because I didn't call a raise. It's just a went pop from the small blind. Probably should have raised the turn there. Dustin, what up? Get him. Best of luck. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Well, that was brutal already. Down 10K. Under the gun plus, under the gun limped, and I was under the gun +1, so I sized up to like 4x, 3x, 3.5, because I knew I didn't want a bunch of limpers or flatters coming along, and this goosing guy on my left has been super loose, playing every hand like an idiot. Sorry, I shouldn't bash people when I'm live streaming. That's just mean. I just knew, like, I was trying to size up so I don't get a bunch more people like that in. So he called small blind calls with deuces, go 4 ways. Flop looked really good. A lot of straight cards. 2 overs. I'm like, I don't know how much that's in their range. And apparently it was perfectly in both their ranges. One guy flopped a set of deuces. Other guy flopped a gut shot, and he just shoves on the turn when he smokes it. So I think I was deciding whether or not I should check or bet the flop or turn there, because with 2 people coming along, I didn't know if I wanted more straight cards coming along. Here's the hand right here. Ace 5 turns the 4. I'm like trying to think how many 5s are going to be in these guys' ranges. And of course that's exactly what happened. He had Ace 5, which is understandable. Like I don't think I'd call Ace 5 off there from that position, considering I raised early position. But since he's been a loose player, like, I'm not surprised. Deuces ended up getting quads. So I was betting 3,300 into a pot, and I was behind 2 players. I was getting just completely dominated. So I think I'm supposed to check that turn a lot more often. Especially when a straight card gets on the turn, it's set heavy. Like it's probably just safer to check and kind of give up, even if I got a big pair. Just tough to play with a maniac on your left. So down a lot right off the bat, which is kind of painful, but again, still super deep. Long way to go. Jesus Christ. Oh, this has already backfired on me. Wow. So I needed to bet more on the turn there. Definitely. That's one of the things I wanted to practice on more, was sizing up my bluffs to not get calls by like just an ace there, and that's exactly what he did. He just called the ace and then smacked it on the river there. Obviously, I thought that was a good card for me, so that's why I represented it. But I figured he'd be calling with just a lot of medium pairs there, so I thought it was a good Good river to bluff on since it hit my range, but again, he had the perfect floating hand on the turn, and that backfired. Again, if I size up the turn to more like 75, I think I'm getting a lot of aces to fold there. It's all right. Been a rough start. I will just buy in again. Had a lot of like fun playable hands, you know, suit connectors and little pocket pairs and stuff, but the board's been whiffing me. I mean, it's still super early, only been playing 20 minutes. Just seems like go go go. This is like our just, it seems like already just a crazy table. My buddy GameStop is in second place already with 50K in chips. The beast. Dustin said I would have been broken something by now. Yeah. Yeah, a little frustrated right off the bat. Hands aren't hitting and bluffs aren't going through. I mean, I've been pretty darn active. And now the whole table has seen me bluff twice. So my image is not good. I know this guy's coming in, so it's not the flop I wanted at all. I'm gonna have to muck an ace here. This guy snap flatted his 3-bet. And the wild card on the left could have anything. Now this is kind of a weird bet because he checked, he 3-bet and then checked the flop against 3 players. I just feel like that's a really suspect play. I'm more afraid about goosing than me. I mean, I'm more afraid of goosing than power ranges. This goosing guy could have had any of that board. He actually had a good turned a good hand. He had queen seven of spades, so he flopped a flush draw, turned a pair and a flush draw. So I'm surprised he didn't go like crazy or anything. All right, so power range is 3 bets with ace-6 off on the cutoff. Put that in my notes. Oh, got moved. Darn it. Actually, that kind of works to my advantage because obviously I was bluffing and people were seeing me bluff, so it's to my advantage that I get a new clean table image. As loose and as aggressive as it has been, I definitely can get some good spots and double. Even early. I mean, there's so many, I've seen so many all-ins already. And we're starting 150 bigs deep. Pretty crazy. Still trying to get used to the mouse wheel and the ranges, the betting percentages and stuff like that, because I feel like I want to be betting more and I just wheel to like half pot just by like habit. Playing so many years of just doing half pot, trying to break that habit of 18 years, it's tough. I'm so used to just default betting half pot. It's really tough to crack that. Like I didn't want a 2.7 that, I need to do like a 3.5 or something. Even my re-raise sizing is way too small that I need to raise up. I basically just need to make everything bigger. Every single sizing, I think, all my sizing is just always on the small side. Like 2.5 is fine here. I mean, I'm getting a little on the short side, so I don't want to do too crazy, but I'm getting a lot of playable hands. They're just, none of them are working for me. Raise with ace queen, get called by 7-3 or 7-4, and he smacks 3 4s. This has been pretty rough. That's poker, man. Good runs and bad runs. Run super, super hot, and then you run super, super cold. I mean, at the end of that last tournament on Sunday night, I definitely for a very good chunk of time, I ran very well on the bubble. And pretty much doubled my stack to like 400,000 on the bubble just from like small pots. Good runs of pocket pairs and stuff, and the boards were working for me and everything. And then you come straight into this tournament and just nothing's connecting, nothing's working. But yeah, just take it in stride, I guess. Try not to get frustrated. think I'll probably only fire one more bullet tonight if I get knocked out here. All right, ace queen on the cutoff. Let's see how well this works. Gotta raise from under the gun. King, jack, king. Yeah, I'm done with this hand. Gut shot with on over. Wow. No, it's not an over, sorry. There's 3 kings on there. But I figure that's a good diamond on the turn there to kind of rep. I think he... I mean, I have a feeling most people would check a king there. That was a pretty scary board for a lot of hands that he can have. So I'm fine with floating and then floating and firing on the turn. Would have been a little easier to do that with a diamond though in my hand, like the ace of diamonds. PokerNews.com is actually following a lot of these events. The MICOOP, I think they're following like 9 events, and they are following tonight's event. I will actually put this in the stream. Oh my god, Patrick Steele is playing this. He is a complete and utter beast. Super aggressive. That is good to know. MSPT Hoff is Patrick Steele. I gotta find him immediately. Put him on a side table so I can watch him. Yeah, Pat Steele, if you don't know him, he I played with him a couple times, MSPT Firekeepers, He's won a lot of them. He's like player of the year a lot of time with MSPT. Travels around and plays them. The tours. I've been playing poker in Michigan for 18 years, so I am sure I've played against a lot of these people over the years, probably. At least people in the area. Not too many people in the UP I'm playing against. I'm just Googling some of these names that they posted in the on Poker News. They put the real names next to their ID name. So my name would be Ryan Hari. Keep it simple. Well, if you're just jumping in, Obviously off to a really rough start. We started with 25K in chips. I'm already down 10. Had a lot of playable hands to start. A lot of like medium pocket pairs and suited connectors. Just missed a lot of boards. Ace queen type hands. Tried to pull off 2 bluffs that in my head made sense, but they were worth 2 snap calls. So I even sized up my bluffing size too. Sometimes they just float you with an ace and spike it on the river. Well, after starting off with a lot of hands, it slowed down back to a more average pace. Pretty short stacked already, obviously, but so early on, big field. There's a lot of weaker players I can find spots and double up off of. I'm used to grinding the short stacks, so anything can happen. Five-minute break. I will be back in a second. All right, back from break. Just hope nobody has a king, because I'm probably going to shove. Check raise shove if he bets. I feel like if he had the 6, he would have bet. Trying to get value from a king since I had 2 pair there. Kind of digging the jams. I really wanted to call it that ace-8 offsuit, but 24 bigs against an early position raiser, just I can't justify flatting there. Am I supposed to be raising king jack here with 25 bigs? Oh, I think so. I think it's like right on the edge. Obviously not going to go any further. King jack's just too strong to just open muck from mid position there. It's really good to see the MICOOP breaking all the guarantees here in Michigan. It's a very, very strong player pool here in Michigan, so, and with no live play really, no live tournaments around, everyone's flocking online. Even to see somebody like Pat Steele here is crazy, but it's just the reality we live in now. I definitely would rather be at Firekeepers right now, playing a 200 there, than online. Online's just not. It's fun, for sure, but it's just not real when you don't have the real cards and the real chips in your hands. I mean, I shuffled chips here at my table, but with my microphone right here, I'd be blasting everybody's eardrums out. Three bet shoving all in here from a mid position raiser. And a flatter in the small, and pick up 4,000. Plus live game, you don't have to deal with people disconnecting. Pat Steele set sorry, I got notification. This is the replay of a Pat Steele hand. Went raise on the button, 3-bet from the small blind, 4-bet with 7s on the big blind, shove with 10s and calls with 7s. Surprised he's calling with 7s there after he 3-bets and 5-bet jams. Yeah, I think you're crushed most of the time. So he had 57K to start the hand. He's back down to starting stack. But I know he's one of those good players that just hyper aggressive early in tournaments to try to build a big stack as most big as possible. I mean, if he gets lucky there, he's gonna have 95K and be one of the chip leaders. So that's exactly what he's going for. Even if he's thinking he's behind, he's gonna, I think, call sometimes. Which I don't know if that means I don't have the balls to do that, because I don't. If I know I'm gonna be crushed most of the time. I mean, yeah, he's gonna be up against like ace king, ace queen, but you know, at best you're coin flipping. No one's 5-bet jamming 6s and under there. But he's obviously a crusher and I'm not, so I need to learn from the best. I mean, I think it was like either the first or second hand of an MSPT. There was a pretty, my friend was on the right of Pat Steele, and then this other good solid player was on his left. I think it was like the first or second hand of the tournament, and it already gets like 6-bet, then like 3-bet on the flop, and it was just like super crazy aggressive, and eventually the guy to the left of Pat like won the hand. So Pat was like lost 75% of his stack in the first hand. So but obviously if those if those aggressive plays work, you know, then you got a big stack to bully people around. I definitely feel like when I was, well, let's say younger, I mean, this 10 years ago, back in like 2009 and 10, when I was playing a lot of charity rooms, I definitely felt like I was the aggressor, pushing people around. It was the same time, like I just read, I think it was like one of Daniel Negreanu's like power hold'em books, and that really taught me to kind of open up and play a lot more crazy. Not crazy, but like the small ball, just raising a lot of hands, super wide range. And I mean, it's, if you get some lucky spots, you can definitely build a stock up pretty quick, because you have this super loose aggressive image. But obviously bluffing is super hard, so my bluffs like never got through, and they still don't. But that was a big pot. What do we got? 20 bigs. But that strategy worked well for me, but that was at like, you know, $40 tournaments, charity rooms. I'd definitely make some deep runs, and out of 100 players, you know, won a couple of them here and there. But I think I definitely went back to the more tighter side, although it hasn't really shown in this tournament because I was super aggressive. What just happened? Did I miss something? Oh, they're just straight on the board. GameStop the Crusher. I just can't stop talking about him. He is huge chip leader with 126,000. I don't know how somebody builds a stack like that so quick. It just seems impossible to me. You just have to run like a god. It means he's knocking somebody out every like 10 minutes. Must be nice. Jay's all in. Had 15 bigs. That's actually supposed to be just like a min raise, I think, actually. 15 bigs. course he has a jack. What are the odds? All right, bullet number 1 gone. That was a very, very frustrating run. I mean, like that one hand I raised with 10s. I run into not only a straight, but also quads. Like, what the hell is that? Sometimes you just run into super loose players on your left that never fold and just bink every turn and river when they shouldn't have been in the hand to begin with. So I'm gonna refresh her stack. Get a good run here going. Yeah, that check raise all in. I mean, I have a pair, I have an over, I have backdoor flush draws. I'm never going anywhere. I only had stack to pot ratio was like 1.3 to 1 or whatever. Like, I'm never going anywhere. I mean, I had the shit part was I had no fold equity either because he bet half my stack, so he's, you know, unless he, you know, recognizes that I have a short stack and he realizes he's betting in half my stack, so which makes his hand stronger than it should be. But I feel like most players early in the tournament aren't going to recognize that kind of thing, and obviously not. He's not going to have a jack there a lot of the time. He's just c-betting. I mean, what he even had? He had like jack, some garbage, like jack 7 or some crap. Man, these blinds seem like they're going quick. I'm only coming in with like 35 bigs. Is that Poker Tracker 4 HUD? Yes, it is indeed. I just got it over the weekend, started using it, learning what all the acronyms work or what they mean, and Still getting used to it, but I really don't use it that much already. I've been using it mainly for how many big blinds I have and see what everybody else is. I mean, the numbers are just never going to be that accurate because it's always a small sample size, especially if they keep moving you to different tables. I actually mainly use it for the hand history. You just hook PokerStars hand history downloads the hands automatically to a folder, and Poker Tracker just reads it, so I can like just conveniently mark hands as soon as they're done up here. Oops. I can mark it for like, you know, is it a good hand, bad hand, review. And then after the tournament, I'll go through all my reviewed hands and just see what the hell I did wrong. Poker Tracker is nice because it, you know, keeps all your winnings and all that stuff, and has a graph of how you're doing and average finishes and return on investment kind of stuff. Keeps just so many stats. It's nice. So he flatted queens. You don't typically want to do that when you're out of position. Can be dangerous. Especially you're letting, it's just a min raise, so you're letting the big blind in for super cheap. Did you make it 3x? It was like 2.5. Damn it, I think there was another check raise. I think I miss a lot of check raise opportunities. Yeah, because bad runouts like that. God, what a shit run up. See, I don't know if you're ever supposed to protect your hand there because you don't really have like any back doors. I mean, you could just be losing to over pairs most of the time. I mean, I can't beat anything here, obviously. Except for just missed clubs. Jeez Christ. That's rough. Alright, next hand. Ah, man, it's frustrating. Yeah, see, I get to mark that hand for review. I think that is supposed to be a check raise. That's something I talked about with some poker buddies last night about check raising, and you're usually supposed to check raise obviously to protect your hands sometimes, or to, you know, if you got a lot of backdoor draws. I think that might have just been a fold on the turn. So that was like an ace 10 off. I think that's a shove. That was really close. But it's like if you're calling the flop there, like how many times is he actually hitting that jack? I don't know. I feel like you're still supposed to call there. I think it was the river didn't help either. I mean, if the jack didn't hit him, queen's gonna hit him a lot too. Yeah, looking at his VPIP, he's playing tight, so I guess that's you know, supposed to just respect those bets then. But again, the sample size is super small. I've only played 33 hands with these people. Yeah, it's painful though. I mean, the sizing he used, it just felt like he was so full of it. That might have been a 3-bet 2 pre-flop. Oh shit, maybe it's even supposed to be a check raise on the turn. Oh man, there's so many spots. I'm always like right on the edge of marginal. I feel like you can do either or. You know, you can flat there sometimes, you can check raise sometimes, you can. I mean, most of the time, somebody on the button's just probably gonna check the turn, depending on what kind of player they are. But yeah, I think this can just be a turn fold. Oh man. Well, this is the only tournament I planned on playing tonight. I think that's the only one they had. I think they had like some crazy rebuy one. No, it's a mini Super Tuesday for 30 bucks. It's got 637 players in it, so rather not. Just decide if I want to rebuy again. I don't think I will. Uncle Chet and Gary. Oops, Uncle Gary said good luck. Thank you. Might be a very short stream tonight. Been on for almost 2 hours. It's been going very rough. I don't think I've hit a single board all night. All 2 hours. Gotta hit boards. Got so many people to get through the hole. That's right on the edge. I think that might be a shove. I gotta look that one up. I don't have a push fold chart or anything. I should. Deuces again. 9 bigs. Oh man. It's hard to shove deuces under the gun, even for super short stack. I think they are supposed to be a fold. I think you can fold, you can shove like 5s, 6s plus. Had them back to back, even for like 8 bigs. I mean, you'd have to be like 5 big blinds, I think, to like shove that. Yeah, I don't think it's worth rebuying here, even if I do get knocked out, because I'm rebuying. Blinds are already up to 1,200. I'd be coming in with 20 bigs. That's just not a good idea. I'm not going to rebuy unless I have at least like 35 bigs. Ow. Yeah. Why is my big blind calling range is there? I don't think I can call with 5 deuce off. Started off super loose, playing a lot of good fun playable hands. Didn't hit any boards, and then went straight back to being card dead. Which is fine. Nothing I'm complaining about, just saying how it is. I remember playing an event down in, I think this is Hollywood, Toledo, back in like 2017 or something. It was some bigger buy-in event. Good long structure. Built up a stack pretty quick, and then just, I think I was like completely card dead for like 4 hours. That was just so utterly frustrating. It's like you just can't do anything. It's like I saw like maybe 4 or 5, you know, ace X type hands, but it was like, you know, under the gun or something. It's like you can't play that offsuit aces. An open show? I think this, yeah. I have no fold equity, that's the problem. I'd rather do it here than get down. I'm so sure I'm only 7 bigs. Alright, got a double. Alright, back to 16 bigs. I will take a double. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if it folds around to me, Queen Jack's an easy shove there on the hijack, but when someone min raises, you know, for 2 bigs and you make it 7 bigs, I mean, yeah, I guess you do have fold equity there if he's just got like, well, it's not much fold equity. Maybe he's folding out some of his weak races. If I'm lucky enough, I can give him the full weak races. Smaller pocket pairs maybe to fold out. I don't think I can fold Queen Jack though. 7 bigs. I will mark that one for a review and see what the if PO Solver says or Pio Solver, if that's supposed to be a jam or not. I'm really curious. $9.55. That's a 5-minute break for me. I'm just gonna get up and stretch for a hot second. See you back in a couple. All in here with ace jack off for 15 bigs. Squeeze in the cutoff razor and small blind flatter. There we go. Squeeze goes through. Ace queen in the small. I will do it a second time if I have to. Alright, cool. Grinded back up to a little bit of a starting stack, which is better than nothing. Back to 20 bigs. Get a teeny bit more breathing room. Oof. Probably could just open shove those fives. Where was I? Cut off, hijack, low jack, undergun, +3, +2. I think your min raise folding most of the time though. That last hand I was considering a check raise, but I feel like those have been hurting me lately. And that's probably a good board for me. I do got backdoor, straight, and flush draws. There could be a lot of good turns on the, a lot of good turns for me. Club 6-4. I mean, I'm gonna turn a gut shot with so many cards. At least a gut shot. And backdoor flush draw on 1 over. So yeah, I guess I could have check raised that. I think that had enough equity in it. Backdoor stuff. Might have missed one there. It's like bottom of my range here, 9-10 of hearts. Min raise folding. Or raise first in. Got squeezed on the button. Back down to 15 bigs. King queen on the big, probably shoving no matter what. More flat. I don't think I can get this through that many players, so. I don't know if that's a shove. You can squeeze one player, I don't think you can squeeze two. I'm just gonna check jam this, see if I can get two players. One of these can bet. That was an interesting hand. I'm really curious to see what you're supposed to do there against like a raise and two callers. Like, I mean, I guess the shove's just gonna get most of them to fold. That is really interesting. If it's just one raise and it folds around to me, do I shove? And if, like this, I know this is an easy squeeze. I mean, this guy's undergun +1, but I feel like he's been playing a lot of hands. Or raising a lot of hands, it feels like. Okay, good. Whew. All right, one squeeze goes through. I mean, I had tens, it wasn't bullshit. I would have liked to call in a double up. That would have been nice too. All right, a little bit more breathing room. It's got a little bit more chips now, 27 bigs, I'll take that. Just go away. I'm done with this hand, unfortunately. I'm never given to fold an ace here. He's so damn short. I'd have to shove them all in. I don't think he's folding a lot of hands. He might just shove and shove here. Yeah. Yeah, he flopped the world. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I just c-bet there, hoping that obviously the ace and king. I was hoping he just had like a small pocket pair or something like that. Ace and king can easily scare him off, but I think he just flopped the monster there. Betting 3/4 of his stack. 7-6 again, probably on the bottom of the range. Probably shouldn't have. I think he can raise that. There's nothing wrong with that, but still stung a little bit. I feel like this guy's been pretty active. Of course, with the name of the Wamboozler, I would expect a player to be loose aggressive with that name. Oh God, I hate these stupid names. Can't we just have real people names? I mean, I know it's a game. Who cares? Four bigs. I think this is supposed to just erase fold. I think it's right on the edge. I think that's a raise fold. Got so many hands I'm marking for review. This is ridiculous. It's a good thing though, I guess, you know? You're supposed to practice poker. There we go. Oh, King Jack raises from the hijack. I have King Queen off. I'm definitely gonna 3-bet shove that all in with, I think I had like 15 bigs. Whew. All right, cool. Back to 31 bigs. Just grinding this mid-low stack here. I don't think that's a call. Even though he's jamming with a lot of cards, I think Ace 5 is just dominated all the time. Ace 5 suited might be a call. I don't know. It's a raise. I don't think it's a call though. I got 3-bet jam. Ace 5, but 30 bigs. Another hand I'm gonna look up. I mean, I'm definitely calling with like Ace 9, maybe Ace 9, Ace 10 plus. Because he's shoving with so many aces. Ace 9's right on the edge there. Oh, my best friend, I'm raising his blind again. He's definitely calling this time, or shoving. He's only got 13 bigs. Yeah, cool. I'll steal some blinds. I'll take that. I'll take that. When you get to this deeper spot in the tournament, you can definitely start to feel when people start tightening up, and that's just the best time to start stealing blinds. And it's surprising how much just stealing blinds and antes adds up like big time. I mean, just raise folding there at 1-2, I'm winning $5,000. So my raise is $5,000 to win $5,000. So I'm winning, 4 big blinds, 4.5 big blinds or something like that. So it's definitely important in the later stages, just stealing blinds and antes. So right now the average stack is 64,000. So I am at average stack, which is perfectly fine. 287 players total, 110 left. So halfway through the field. Late registration is for the first 2 hours and 40 minutes. We start at 8, right? Yeah, so late reg ends in 11 minutes, so that will lock in our prize pool. All right, now the prize pool is 54,000 almost. So another good turnout, breaking the guarantees. That's awesome to see. Very strong poker population in Michigan. I feel it's right after hockey. I think poker's our next big sport. Sport game, whatever you want to call it. that is like one of the, at least it used to be a debate when I started, when poker like blew up. People are like, you know, ESPN was playing it, so people are like, why is this on ESPN? This isn't a sport, this is a game. And so like, is it a sport? Is it gambling? Is it, you know, it was a very highly debated topic, I think, for a bit. Well, not highly debated, I mean, it wasn't like in the presidential debates or anything like that, but, you know, it's just like, I think like, it's so much on the cusp of multiple things. Like, yes, obviously it is gambling, but it's not playing the slots, where slots, there's no skill at all. You push a button and it spins and you get a random number back. Completely random, you know, out of your control. All gambling, like typical casino games, they're all like that. You know, I think the only beatable game is blackjack, and that's only if you card count. That's the only way to beat. And that's, I guess card counting would be counted as a skill, but you know, poker is, obviously you're gambling, you can lose and win money, and there's tons of luck involved for sure. But I think you can definitely, obviously you can get skilled to the point where this is a consistent winning, because you're not playing against, you know, the casino who has the math advantage. You're playing against players who, you know, are weaker, and you can definitely exploit. And that's, you know, bluff. So there's definitely a lot of skill, obviously. So whether it's a sport or not, or if it's just pure gambling, if you play play for fun, obviously you don't know this, but if you play very seriously, it is very much you can treat it very much like a job. Like cash game players, there's one guy I follow on not Facebook, but YouTube. His name is Brad Owen, and he treats poker like a job. He gets up at 6 a.m. He goes into work. He works his 8-hour shift. It's just him playing cash games for 8 hours or whatever, and then he goes home. So, you know, it's definitely a game with a lot of skill, a lot of luck, and you know, from like a sports perspective, it's definitely a mental sport. You know, like you can, you know, maybe compare it to chess too. It's a very mentally strenuous game, especially if you play long hours. In some tournaments, you're playing like 14-hour days, multiple days in a row. And, you know, you can be playing till 4 a.m. sometimes. And it's just, there's a lot of mental strength you got to have. And even physical strength too, because you're sitting, which sounds kind of counterintuitive, but you're sitting still for 14 hours straight in a chair. Like, it can, you know, it's a tiring game. So like mentally and physically, it can be extremely exhausting if you're playing super late in tournaments. So yeah, it's definitely, we got 25 bigs. I think I did this before, didn't I? Race fold. Definitely is like right on the cusp of sports / games / gambling kind of thing. But I think that's why it's so attractive, because it appeals to so many different things. If you're a very competitive person, it's perfect for you. If you're into making big sums of money really fast, it's for you. If you just enjoy the game and want to get a drink with buddies and play around, like, it's for you. So, I mean, that's why it's been such a solid, popular game for, super popular game the last 18 years, since basically 2003 when it blew up. Teddy Lansky, my buddy. Fold to me, I like it. Bigs. I think I'm supposed to just open jam into this guy. This guy's been pretty damn tight. I don't think I can call there. Late registration ends in 4 minutes. At 10:40. Lock up the prize pool here, see where we're at. There's 100 people right now. I'm in 41st. Queen 10 should be like a min raise, fold the shoves. Of a stack. Looks like right now 40 places are being paid. $10,000 up top. Oops. That's the other thing I remind myself, besides like playing with the poker chips thing. I cannot shake my leg because it shakes my entire table, and my camera's attached to my table. So the camera's like shaking back and forth. Probably making people sick watching me. Which is really hard to do because I am always shaking my leg. I'm just always like pure energy. I need something to calm me down. Like Ritalin or something, I don't know. Overall, this hasn't, not much has happened at this table. It's been fairly quiet. A couple of shoves here and there, but I feel like it's been folded around to the blinds a lot. Which is awesome. No crazy player playing against me. Oh man, oh wow. Pocket threes gets shoves ace 8 10, not ace 10, 8 10 calls. Threes are winning on the flop, 10 peels on the turn. But the two outer on the river. 14 big and a 22 big blind stack on my left. So I think I'm going to be min-raise folding a lot if they keep jamming into me at all. I think he did this last time I was on the button too. He shoved and I had to fold. And he did it again. That's all right. That's to be expected. This guy's been like not doing nothing crazy. He just keeps playing back at my raises, which is starting to piss me off. I mean, I'm raising raisable hands here. Well, for my position. This guy's becoming a pain in the ass on my left. Shoved on me 3 times. Hopefully next time I have aces and I snap them off. Yeah, it's 3 bets 11%, which is, I think, high. 10 queen hearts, 24 bigs. I mean, it's been a pretty tight table, and my raises have been usually taking it down if nobody shoves on me. I haven't seen many flops, actually. And another raise and take it down. Ace king off. All right, let's get this guy to shove on me this time. Nope, snap fold. And got a 1 caller who's been pretty tight. So hopefully he's got like a ace queen, ace jack, and a ace spikes so I can just felt him. That's a horrible flop for me. That hits both their ranges. Yeah, he just shoves me. That's half pot. I don't have any backdoors or anything. That was a bad, bad, bad flop. And he's been tight, so he definitely smacked that flop. Probably had like ace 10 or something, smacked the 10. Well, lost like $10, $12, $13K just on getting 3-bet and running into jams. Back down to 20 big blinds, which is kind of painful. Doing good for a second there. Oh, now the guy on my left is super short, so he's definitely going to be shoving a lot more into me. Alright, late registration's over, so total prize pool 55,000, 300 entries, top 44 get paid, and there is 94 players, so we got halfway to go before we get that money. First place is 10,000 up top, which is very sweet. guy's shoving a lot, but unfortunately we're not seeing any calls, so I don't know what he's shoving with. I mean, it seems like a wide shove range. I mean, he's got 10 bigs, so it should be a pretty wide shove range. But even before, when he had 20 bigs, he was still shoving on me. So I'm really curious to see if is he, you know, shoving properly with a wide range, or being, you know, super tight. Because if he keeps doing that, I'm gonna be annoyed. He's got 9 big blinds, I got 18 big blinds, so. Lucy Calls Me Pops has been opening a lot the last 5-10 hands. I'm really curious to see what's going on there. So we're on the pretty tight side. Ace 10 off. It's like bottom of my range here for raising under the gun. So I'm just gonna fold to any raises. Hopefully it just comes around, folds to me. That would be nice. I will lovely take the blinds. It's a new player, unfortunately. He's got 30 big blinds, so I don't know what kind of player this is. Alright, cool. C-bet takes it. People left, so 40 more to the money. Queens run into kings there. It's a little cooler. Yeah, that's the second time he's done that, so I have a feeling he knows his raise sizes there. I think I'm supposed to fold. Yeah, okay. I had like, I think 5s plus I shoved there, but I'm thinking deuces, 3s, and still folds. Finally, first time in my career that, well, I'm at the same table as the poker news site. They reported on that King 9 versus King 7 all in. And that Teddy Lansky guy got knocked out. So I was at that table. I kind of made made the cut. Jeez, look at this hand. Raise, all in, all in. Couple people thinking about it. Ace 10 versus Ace King. And guy turns a straight. So Ace 10 cracks Ace King. Which is unfortunate because this guy's on my left and he's been a pain in my ass the whole time. Man, I'm down to 14 bigs. That seemed to go quick. Should be break after this hand, I believe. Yep, 5-minute break. I will be back in a couple minutes. about to get back from break here. As soon as I say it. There we go. Lines are 2-4. I got 56,000, so back into shove range. 14 bigs. Got the guy on my left. I feel like he's been a pretty solid player. Definitely been shoving a lot on me, which has been... That's alright. Get a big hand here. Nice little double up. Eight 3 off on the big blind here. Even though I've been widening my range for calls, I don't think I can call this. So hopefully it just folds to me. He shoves all in. Which is, I think, the correct call. Or the correct play. Alright, grinded down back to 12 bigs. Those blinds took a big chunk out of me. Raise and take the blinds down. That is always nice. was kind of hoping this button folded so I could jam. Down to 10 bigs. Just sitting and waiting for something decent here. Had pretty unconnected hands last couple rounds. All in with fives here for 9 bigs. And the low jack, so pretty damn sure this is a shove. And take down blinds. Shane S., thank you so much for subscribing, sir. Welcome to the channel. It's been pretty uneventful, no big crazy hands. Started off the tournament really poorly. Just ran into super loose crazy players in the beginning. Had pocket tens, got called by deuces and ace five, and the board comes straight and four of a kind for this guy. So just kind of crazy hands like that. A couple bluffs I probably shouldn't have done, got me caught, and then yeah, just kind of grinded out and rebought in. Kind of back to the same story. Just been grinding. Had a couple doubles here or there. Then ran into the guy to my left. I was raising from like cutoff and button, and then he just kept three bet jamming on me, unfortunately. But I've seen him been jamming a lot, so I feel like he knows what he's doing. He knows I'm opening pretty wide on the button and stuff, so. Oh, here we go. Pocket aces with 10 bigs. I'm gonna misplay this and probably like hit the fold button or something. Or it's gonna get folded around to me. Whee! That happens. This is a very marginal shove, but I got 12 bigs. This guy, I feel like he's pretty familiar with raises, ranges, so I think he's gonna call correctly. If he was definitely a tighter, weaker player, like I think I would, you know, be shoving, but what do I have there? 8-10. $44 get paid, 63 left, so still a lot of people to go, and I'm grinding hard on the short stack here, so I'm gonna definitely need some help. A lot of all-in fests here. There's a lot of short people. I mean, even the big chip stack at my table is only 30 bigs. Everybody else is, wow, everybody's under 20 bigs. Look at this. 10, 13, 18, 13, 13. I'm 11. I'm one of the shortest. And then 21. So everybody's under. So this guy's definitely going to just keep putting pressure on the short stacks. Which is what he's supposed to do. It just sucks that he's on my left. So he's gonna, it's really hard for me to steal any blinds from him. So I'm a little bit on the handcuff side, but so short I'm just gonna be jamming anyways. Wow, queens versus king queen. Queen smacks the one outer on the flop. Didn't make any difference, but geez, that sucks. Whew. Just waiting for double here. Just sitting and waiting. There's still 20 people left until cash, so being this short, I'm gonna have to probably survive a couple doubles in order to make money, or at least steal a bunch of blinds, which is always possible. Blinds just raised, so blinds hitting me next hand. It's gonna be pretty painful. Seven deuce. I think that's a fold. You guys fold around to my aces, and you're probably gonna raise my seven deuce. Yep. You couldn't have done that when I had aces. Come on, bro. Yeet. Oh. And again, I wish I had some type of shoving hand here in the small blind, but 5-8 off is just not even close. The joys of grinding a really short stack. A7, hopefully it folds around to me so I can shove this, because I'm definitely shoving. I don't think I can call a shove though. So go away. It's actually a good sizing because it's like half both these guys' stacks. Oh god, ran into kings here. Ooh, that's a good flop. Bad turn, bad river. All right, GG, 57th place out of 300. Got closer to the money, but no dice. Just went super card dead for the last hour or so. Just grinded from 30 bigs. I was playing pretty solid raises, and this guy on my left just shoved every single time I raised, so it really handcuffed me. Which sucked, obviously. So when you have a good player on your left that knows, you know, what ranges to be shoving. Unfortunately, I had no hands to call him with when I, you know, raised 3, but that ended up grinding me down all the way down to 10 bigs, and there we go. Shoved all in with ace-7 on the button. Pretty standard there, and get just snapped off by ace-king, which is unfortunate, but that's the way it is. So I am done for the night. I am streaming again on Sunday at 2 p.m. Got 2 tournaments, I believe, to play. So I will see you guys then. So signing off. See you guys later.